Hello, my name is Melissa Barbosa, and I am a resident at the Larkin Community Hospital in South Miami, Florida. Today, I will speak to you on a topic of acing your residency interview. As you are proceeding through your clerkship years and also through the months of internship, this should be a topic that is readily present on your mind. How do I prepare for that residency interview? So I have a few tips for you on today. Number one, I would say, is for you to be yourself, because this is your opportunity for you to bring your application to life in front of the program directors and those within graduate medical education that are considering you. They've already read what you had to write. They've read your personal statements. They've read all your accomplishments. So this is an opportunity for you to give life to that application. So be mindful to be yourself. Secondly, is to be confident but not arrogant. What do I mean by this? So when you come and you sit in front of the residency staffing, you want to be sure that you exude an air of confidence. But oftentimes you don't want to border on arrogancy, because that can turn people off to who you are as a person and not bode well for you in consideration. So you want to be very mindful to not border on arrogancy, meaning in how you speak, meaning in the words that you use, and in your body language. So be very aware of that. Number three would be to answer your questions appropriately, which means if someone is reviewing your CV and they're asking you a question, oh, I see that you've done research in the past. This is not your time to say, oh, yes, I've done research, and let the ball drop. This is an opportunity for you to expound upon the research that you've done, especially if it's in the area of medicine that you're interested in practicing for the rest of your life. So use these open door opportunities to expound upon pertinent information within your application without being overly drawn out with that information. So be mindful. Answer your questions appropriately, just not with a simple yes or no. Number four is to practice, practice, practice. So what do I mean? Grab your mentor, grab a confidant, grab an attending or someone that you trust to sit down and do mock interviews with you. So this way you can get accustomed to being in that environment. You can get accustomed to answering the types of questions that they would ask. And also, if there is some hiccups or some difficult areas within your application, you will know how to compose yourself in such a way that you're not defensive when answering those questions, if it's regarding a leave of absence or some indiscretion or some difficulty with the board situation, but you'll be able to compose yourself, answer with grace and with confidence, and be able to give them an answer that is firm, but not something that sounds like a sob story. So you want to be careful, and you want to be able to practice. Lastly, what you will want to do is to show your appreciation at the end of the interview. Say thank you to each of those individuals that has taken their time out and offered you the opportunity to interview. You also want to take the time within a week of your interview to jot down a little handwritten sentiment, whether it's in a card or whether it's in a note, to each individual that you had contact with on your interview day. So collect those business cards, collect those contact information from each of them, and then move forward and write down that thank you card. So I hope that these tips are helpful, and best wishes to you during interview season. Thank you.